Hey guys, in this video we are going to talk about how to look at different data points by rearranging your columns and also looking at this overview section inside of your campaign. You can click here to visit a line graph that actually will show how your clicks, your impressions, your click-through rate, and different other KPIs have changed over time. You can always change your data timeline up here in the top right. So you can go the last 30 days, you can go all time, you can go the last 7 days, you can do custom. There's a lot of different aspects to this, and then if you wanted to, depending on how long your campaign has been running, you can come in here and look at different options on how to view it. So if you've got a campaign that has been running for years, you can look at it on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis. That way you can have a better idea of different trends for your particular industry. Now, on how to actually change columns and how those look, Google gives you default columns, but if you wanted to ever go in and rearrange your columns and change them on how they look and how they're laid out, what you would do is you would navigate over to the right hand side of your screen, and you'll see a section called columns in between segment and reports. We'll take that segment off for now, but we can modify our columns and we can take these out, and then Google gives you recommended columns. You can show those or take those off. That's completely up to you and your personal preference. For performance, you can look at different things like clicks, impressions, click-through rate, your average cost per click, your cost, your impression share, or your impression absolute top percentage, and your impression top percentage. Different options for you if you want to look at conversion data or competitive metrics that you might want to look at, call details. The options truly are bountiful. So if you want to look at different combinations, what's really cool is if we hit clicks. So I like to, my personal preference is clicks, impressions, click-through rate. I like to look at my average cost per click and then my overall cost for my campaign. And then you can look at conversion data. And then I also like to look at my impression share loss due to rank, my impression share loss due to budget. If I'm measuring phone calls, I'll add phone calls. And then I can also add impression share absolute top and impression share top. When you get your full list over here, you'll notice that I've got my impression share after phone calls, and say I didn't want to do that, you can come down here and drag or click and drag to rearrange to make it so you can see I've got my impression share information the way that I want it all grouped together. I've got my conversion data all grouped together, and then I've got my performance metrics all linked together. And then my phone calls, I usually put at the end because they are just something that I want to view. But again, that is something that you can rearrange and set yourself however you like to measure your data and view your data. You can also save your column set. So standard campaign columns. And the reason you want to say campaign is because you can actually rearrange columns on ad group level and your keyword level. You can rearrange them pretty much at whichever level you wanted to. You can do it at ads and extensions. So again, you want to make sure you've got your campaigns your columns grouped the way you want for each view, because there are different options depending on which view you're in, whether you're in your ad group view or your keyword level or your campaign. So if you hit save and apply, you can see my columns are here now. So hopefully you guys found this useful, and if you have any comments or questions, please post them below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel, as we will be posting more videos like this in the future. Thank you.